Hello everyone, welcome to another Player of the Week review. This is a European Club Championship Player of the Week review for February 6, 2025. Hope you are all well. So without further ado, let's dive straight into this pack. First impressions, pretty good pack. Maybe not as good as last week. The standout players in this pack is Araujo, Kimmich, Dembele, maybe Thuram. Let's start off with Giuliano Simeone for Atletico Madrid. No face. Sort that out, Konami, please. He's the first booster in this pack with the booster on. There you go. Standout stats. Straight away hits you with a speed 90. Okay, so Simeone played in Atletico Madrid's 4-1 win against Salzburg last week. He scored one goal. He also assisted one. Hence why he's probably in this pack this week. Let's look at his stats again. Speed 90, acceleration 89. He's a right midfielder, can play left wing forward and a centre forward as well. Other standout stats, stamina 89, he can run all day. Finishing's not bad either for a wide player, 82 with a decent manager. Probably go up to 85. And he's got decent dribbling and tight possession. And balance is 85 as well. So it's not bad. His player skills, he doesn't have double touch, which is unfortunate. He's got scissor feint, sombrero, long range shooting, first time shot, one touch pass, which is good. Through passing, great as well. Pinpoint crossing, outside curler, track back and fighting spirit. So a decent card. I've had a previous Player of the Week card last month or 1 month or two back, and he's a 4-star card. I don't think he's as good as this one. This one's 5-star with a booster as well, so decent if you can pick him up. Next up, you've got Osemi Sarawi. Apologies if I butchered that name. Another one without a player face scan. Sort that out, please, Konami. He's a left midfielder, can play left wing forward, a whole player as well. He's the second player in this pack with a booster, with the booster on. Dribbling, ball control, tight possession will go into the 90s. Yep. So this player is a winger. He's a whole player who'll run forward a lot. He scored the opening goal in Lille's 6-1 thrashing over Feyenoord last week. Yep, they battered Feyenoord 6-1. Sarawi scored the first goal. Apparently had a good game as well. So his finishing is only 75, which is disappointing considering he scored. Player skills wise, he's got double touch, fantastic. Scissor feint, cut behind turn, soul control, heel trick, first time shot, and another one with one touch passing and through passing, which is important. Maybe lacking here is fighting spirit, but he's got decent skills. Next up, you've got Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa. There's his player face scan. He scored 3 goals, not 1, not 2, but 3 goals against Celtic last week. The second goal was a peach, top bins in Aston Villa's 4-2 win against Celtic. Yep. So let's look at his stats. Finishing 85. Fantastic with a manager, for a midfielder with a manager, a good manager, probably go up to 85. Kicking power 85. So looking at it with a decent manager, none of the stats will go into the 90s, but that's fine. Low passing could be better. 77 with a decent manager, probably go up to 80. A decent card, nothing special to be fair. First impressions. Hey, he might play better than he looks. on the virtual pitch, he might be a dream to play with, but stats wise, he doesn't look anything special. He's a whole player, so he'll run forward a lot. He can play left midfield, attacking midfield, and left wing forward. Let's look at his player skills. He's got double touch, great. He's got soul control, scissor feint, long range shooting. He scored a fantastic goal last week, as I said. He's got first time shot, one touch pass, through passing, outside curling, low lofted pass, and fighting spirit. So low lofted pass. Does he have pinpoint crossing? No, he doesn't have pinpoint crossing. So yeah, I think his best position will probably be attacking midfield. He's got enough pace to play out wide as well, and he's got double touch. But what he lacks, pinpoint crossing. But yeah, I reckon his best position will be attacking midfield with that one touch pass and through passing and first time shot running into the box. His finishing is very good, 85. A decent card to pick if you pick him up. Next up, you've got Jorginho from Arsenal. Arsenal's defensive midfielder. There's his player face scan. Scored an equalising penalty in Arsenal's 2-1 win against Girona last week. Okay, so playing style wise, he's an orchestrator. He's a defensive midfielder who can also play centre midfield. Standout stats are his passing, which is very, very good. Low passing, 89. Probably go up to 92, 93. With a good manager. Tight possession is very good. But his balance isn't that great. It's only 79. But his tight possession is 87. Lofted pass, 87. So decent all-rounder. Physical contact isn't great. He's not weak, but he'll be a bit lightweight, I think. Not the most physical defensive midfielder you would have in the game. Player skills wise, he's got standout ones. He's got the defensive ones and interception blocker. Of course, he's got penalty specialist. He's got the passing skills with one touch passing, through passing, weighted pass, pinpoint crossing. So he's a decent centre midfielder with great passing skills. Maybe not the most physical. His jumping's only 63, so aerially he's not going to compete against the big boys. Heading's only 64 as well, but as a passing player, a player to get on the ball and start moves off from deep positions, Jorginho's the one. Just like in real life, excellent passer, but physicality not great, and he's quite slow as well. 74 speed, 73 acceleration. Next up, we've got Anatoly Trubin, Benfica's goalkeeper. There's his player face scan. Okay, Trubin made a series of great saves to shut out Juventus last week in Benfica's 2-0 win away from home. So pretty impressive performance from him and Benfica. It's the big boy is 199 centimeters. His stats wise, with a good manager, reflexes, reach, and goalkeeping awareness will go into the early 90s. Catching won't be so great. Goalkeeping parrying will be okay. It'll probably go up to 89. Jumping is only 63, but it's fine because he's very tall and he's got a great reach. Player skills, he's got high punt, long throws, penalty saver. It would have been great if he had low punt as well, but fine. He's a decent keeper, not the greatest, but It could have been a lot worse. To start off, if you're starting the game off, it's a decent keeper to pick up. Next, we've got Johan Bakayoko from PSV. There's his face. PSV beat Liverpool 3-2 last week. Bakayoko scored a goal and got a Liverpool player sent off as well, legend. He's a prolific winger, he can play right midfield, right wing forward. He's 21 years old, so he's still pretty young. Standout stats: speed 90, acceleration 89. So he's a speed merchant. If you have him and you play him, well, you will play him out wide, which there's no other option. You can't put position trainers on. But stick him out wide, he'll stay out wide, and he's got pace to burn. His crossing isn't that great though. Lofted pass isn't great, only 74. He doesn't have pinpoint crossing, so crossing won't be as great. His other stats are nothing special to write home about. But let's look at his skills. He's got double touch, flip flap, and soul control. Brilliant. He's got the ball roll. He's got other skills. He's got scissor feint, cut behind turn, long range curler, heel trick, first time shot, through passing and fighting spirit. So he doesn't have the passing skills. It would have been nice if he had through passing or one touch pass. So passing and is only 76 as well. So that's a bit disappointing. He's not one of the most, let's say, best passers, best wingers with good passing abilities. But I don't think you're going to use him for that anyway. If he's just a speed merchant, really. Physical contact is only 74, is lightweight. Yeah, so he's a speed merchant. Get it down the line, cut inside, play 1-2s. Maybe you do the R2 shot. His finishing is not bad, 81. He's got double touch, flip flap and soul control, so you can ball roll him to death if you want. So yeah, it would have been nice if he could play on the other wing as well, or centre forward. Decent card to pick up if you love your wingers. Next up, you've got John Stones from Man City. Man City, there's his face scan. Man City beat Bruges last week 3-1. I just saw the highlights a few minutes ago actually. He set up Savinho's goal with a crossfield pass. He missed a chance earlier in the game as well. So according to Konami, that warrants a place in this Player of the Week pack. Debatable maybe. I'm sure there might have been better centre-back performers last week, but John Stones was their pick. Let's have a look at his stats. Here's the final booster card in this pack. With the booster on, his defensive awareness 90, standout. Tackling 89, standout. Defensive engagement 87, standout. Jumping 87, standout. I think his jumping stats has gone up compared to previous cards. Previous cards, his jumping stats haven't been that high. He's always had good passing stats. Passing low pass 84. In this case, lofted pass 85. Yeah, so it's a good John Stones card, a good all-round, solid defender. Pace-wise, it's not bad for a centre-back. 78 with a good manager, will go up to the low 80s. Player skills, yep, he's got all the passing skills. One touch pass, through passing, weighted pass, low lofted pass. The only pass I think he's missing is pinpoint crossing. He's got the defensive skills, man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, so it'll be great in the air, and sliding tackle. The only defensive skill he's missing here is acrobatic clearance. He's tall, pretty tall, 188 centimeters. Good in the air, good jump, decent header, 83. He doesn't have heading and player skills, so he won't. So heading, if you have a heading skill, the heading accuracy would be a lot more refined and it would be better, basically. Without it, it might be a bit difficult. But overall, a decent centre-back guard. Next up, you got Marcus Thuram from Inter Milan. There's his face scan. Inter beat Monaco, I think it was 3-0 last week. Martinez scored the hat-trick. Interestingly, Konami put Thuram in this pack rather than Martinez. I know probably because they put Martinez last week. But Thuram, interestingly, is here. And he's a very good card in my opinion. I've had previous cards. He's a unit up front. 192 centimeters, 90 kg. He's having a good season in real life for Inter Milan. Finishing wise, he's only 83 with a decent manager. He'll probably go only up to 86, 87. But his standout stats are his attacking awareness, 88, speed, 88, and physical contact, 85. Let's look at his player skills. Cut behind turn, soul control, heading, long range shooting, acrobatic, finishing, heel trick, first time shot, one touch pass, outside curler, gamesmanship. Now the standout skill he's missing, which he had in the previous Player of the Week card I own, is aerial superiority. So he doesn't have that. His jumping is only 82 and his heading is only 80. So I think this card is a lot weaker than the previous Player of the Week card from a couple of months ago. So that's pretty disappointing. So overall, I would give that card a miss, even though his overall stat is 95. So okay, so next up we've got Joshua Kimmich from Bayern Munich. There's his face scan. Bayern beat Bratislava 3-1 last week. Joshua Kimmich had an assist. He crossed to Muller to open the scoring. I think he played right back that day. That other positions he can play. Well, he's a CB in this game, in this pack. He can play right back, defensive midfield, and centre midfield. We've had a number of Joshua Kimmich cards in the past since eFootball began. This one's got to be probably number 10, and going by the stats, it looks pretty good as well. Pretty similar. Standout stats: stamina 87, aggression 89, tackling 88, defensive engagement 87, lofted pass 87. So with a good manager, they'll hit the 90s easily. All round a very good card. He's got decent acceleration, 83. Let's look at his player skills. Long range shooting, one touch pass, through passing, pinpoint crossing. He did make that cross to Muller last week. Man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, and fighting spirit. Aerial superiority, jumping 82 is good, but his heading's only 66 and he doesn't have heading. So he's got aerial superiority, decent jump, but not great heading. Interesting, and he's not that tall either. But still a very good Kimmich card. He's versatile, so if you can pick him up, you've got a good player. Next up, we've got Ousmane Dembele for PSG. There's his face gun. PSG beat Stuttgart 4-1 last week. Dembele was the hat-trick hero, and this may have been number 3 or 4, 5 or 6 card he's had this week already, this season already. Dembele, he must be having a great season. I haven't watched so much of PSG this season, but he's featured in a lot of Player of the Week packs this season. And looking at the stats, he's pretty impressive as well. He's very fast, speed 88, acceleration 93, pace to burn, dribbling 87, ball control 88, finishing 87. So this Dembele card might be have the best finishing stats in so far this season. 87 finishing with a good manager. He'll go into 91. He's got skills wise, he's got double touch, so chop turn, cut behind turn, soul control. Shame he doesn't have flip flap. If he had flip flap with the double touch and soul control, he would have been lethal with the ball roll, but that's fine. He's still got double touch, long range curler, heel trick, first time shot, one touch passing, free passing, pinpoint crossing. His playing style's deep line forward. I think the last Dembele card I got this season, he was a prolific winger. This one's a deep line forward, which is interesting. He can play left midfield, right midfield, left wing forward, right wing forward, centre forward. And he's a great finisher. Form wise he's inconsistent, but for this week anyway, it's an A form. He'll be a decent pick if you can get him. And last player in this pack is Ronald Araujo for Barcelona. The centre back destroyer. There's his face gun. Araujo featured in Barcelona's versus Atalanta. 2-2 it ended. Araujo scored a header to put Barcelona 2-1 ahead. His first goal of the season in an injury-ravaged season. Hopefully he's back 100%. He scored last week. Hopefully he can pick up where he left off from last season. Let's look at his stats. Standout stats: tackling 91, defensive engagement 87, heading 87, jumping 87, speed 85. So he looks like a top centre back. He is the top pick in this pack, I reckon. He's got great stats. For a defender, he's fast as well. He can play right back, centre back as well. Yeah, passing is decent for defender, 70. Aggression, 89. So a lot of these defensive stats will hit the 90s. Very impressive. Player skills, heading, man marking, first time shot, which is interesting. Interception, blocking, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance, captaincy, fighting spirit. So yeah, a top defender, probably the best player in this pack, stats wise, first impressions wise. Looking closely at the stats and his skills, I think this is a great card in this pack, the best card in this pack. Acceleration's only at 75, but that's fine because he's got good physical strength. 86, he'll probably go up to 89, so he can outmuscle smaller centre backs, centre forwards. He can compete against the big centre forwards, and he's got the pace to catch up against faster forwards because his speed's 87. Height wise is 188. The only minor complaint I have or would have with him is the destroyer. So he'll leave a lot of space in behind. He'll press a bit more. His AI will automatically press a bit more forward. But you can always put the defensive skill on him, I think. But in my opinion, the best card in the pack. Dembele looks decent. Joshua Kimmich looks decent as well. Overall, last week's pack was better, but some decent picks. So for a bit of extra content, I've got a free spin here. We're gonna go for it. I want Araujo. Hopefully I get Araujo. If I get Kimmich, I wouldn't be disappointed as well. Bakayoko, I wouldn't mind trying him out. I love my wingers. I love the ball roll. Okay, let's see. Giuliano, Simeone's son with a fake face. Typical. He doesn't have double touch. I've got a previous card. He's got double touch. This one doesn't. But his stats are better than the last card I have. So overall, I'm disappointed. If they put a new face on in the next update, that'll be a bit of a consolation. But disappointed, but expected, I suppose. It was a free spin. So there you have it. Let me know what you think of Konami's pack this week. The Champions League pack. Let me know if you spun. Let me know who you got. Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace. Bye.